Another woman hates on another woman and says septum ring theory. First of all, you didn't even say it right, girl. Like, the incel is not going to pick you, baby girl. He hates you too. Yup, he hates you too. Like, you're just such an embarrassment.
Kept seeing this comment, so I spent like 15 minutes tracking down, because apparently there's no video that just says what the septum ring theory is. The septum ring theory, and I'm saying this without any judgment or whatever, just because it took me 15 minutes of digging to find it, is that women with the septum ring make their trauma their entire personality. But like when you see a comment like septum ring theory, that's what that person is saying. Okay, I'm not weighing in on it for or against. It just took me forever to find what the heck it even was. So definitively, with no BS, that's what it means. That's what they're saying. That's what it is.
He has a septum piercing? Run. Guys, a metal rod through your nose screams trauma. There's no other reason why you would hurt and embarrass yourself with metal in your nose unless you're filled with trauma. It's trauma, it's gonna fall onto you, you're gonna be the babysitter of their emotions, don't deal with it.
On a deep dive of the septum nose ring theory, and honestly, yes, you guys are correct. Most people with septum rings do have some sort of deep trauma that has happened to them. The most funny part about it, though, is that it's usually trauma induced by people like you leaving the septum nose ring comments. And the reason you can't stand the septum nose rings is because you have traumatized, you and men like you have traumatized women so bad that we outwardly want to repel you. We want to make ourselves unattractive to you and people like you. You are the reason why we don't go outside after dark. You're the reason why we don't want to go into gas stations. It's because of all of you who are now, after traumatizing all of the women of the earth, are now bullying us in our comments about our nose rings. Literally telling on yourself that you're the type of people that causes the trauma that you're making fun of us for. Whew. Maybe do some deep reflection. Please, God, go to...
Because here's my hypothesis. I think men who don't like tattoos and piercings, like who hate the septum piercing, it's because they cannot pedophilically sexualize the nature of that girl or the woman. Because to get a septum, you have to be of age. I think you actually might have to just be 16, but you have to be of a certain age. And a lot of men subconsciously seek women on the basis of pedophilic attraction. Because think about it, they always want a clean-shaved girl. They always want a skinny girl. They always want the characteristics of a prepubescent girl who is underdeveloped and undermatured and is easy to manipulate and control. So I think when men see the septum, they know, oh shit, that's not a woman I can manipulate and control. That's not a girl I can manipulate and control. That is a woman who has bodily autonomy, who is capable of making her own decisions and expressing her own identity in the way that she chooses.
Oh, that's just not true. Under 16 just means you need the parents to get the consent form notarized. I had my septum at 15. My homie had his at 13. Both professionally done. The law hasn't changed since then. That's definitely not it. I have no problem with septum rings, but they are most certainly the calling card of certain mindset and mentality. So I think that was a worst take, and I think that all the comment section they are saying that's not true. Her take on men not liking the septum ring is inaccurate. And how would she know what they want? She's not a man, so how would she know what men want in a woman? So her take is just not correct, inaccurate. So let's go.
If your FYP is anything like mine, you've been hearing about the whole septum piercing theory, and I have my own theory on the septum piercing theory. If you were to go to the top of your search bar and type in septum piercing theory, right, all these videos pop up. The men will be like, if your girl has a septum piercing, run, because that bitch is mentally ill. Or they'll be like, bitches with septum piercings, they make their trauma their whole personality. Girls with septum piercings, they'll fight dudes. Girls with septum piercings are like extremely mentally ill. If your girl has a septum piercing, she likes pain. She can take pain. Literally, as a girly pop that has a septum piercing, pierced her own septum at 15, took it out at 19 because my partner didn't like it at the time. She hated it. Re-pierced it a few years back. Clock that shit. Clock that shit. Because as somebody who is legally, mentally fucking disabled, I don't know one bitch without a septum piercing that isn't a crazy ass shit. That's just on God. Wallahi, like, I'm trying to think to all the bitches I know that have septum piercings, and like, it fits the fun script. And absolutely, mind you, none of that bothers me. None of that bothers me in the slightest bit because it's accurate. Clock it. I mean, if the stereotype fits, wear it. Wear it proudly. But to the one man that made that video that was like, if you have a septum piercing, you must be liberal. You can call me mentally ill. You can tell me I like pain. You can whatever. But the moment you tell me I look like a liberal.
But you can see how disturbing she is already in her story. And I don't know why the parents decided to pierce her at a younger age. And she turned out to be a lesbian when she was 19 and the partner didn't like it. What a story. So you can see.
I feel never. Damn, Wilito, you stay full of those.
Bro, our society is so cooked. Why did this man write an entire paragraph dissecting the septum theory, acting like it's a real scientific theory? If you put this much effort into finding a job, you could probably make it out of your parents' basement. It's not that deep, bro.
If you want black women to stop changing their nose and getting nose jobs, then you have to stop participating in the white supremacist system that makes us feel uncomfortable in our own skin. I'm always seeing that, oh, she shouldn't have changed her nose is beautiful. I hate when black women
This what we doing. This what we doing. This what we doing. I guess this aligns with the rhetoric that's floating around some of y'all faves about, you know, men got to take accountability for degenerate and ain't shit men, because we're men and we're men. So I guess men got to take accountability for the fact that women want to get out here and change their foods and get ass jobs and get tummy. I thought y'all didn't do things for the male gaze. I thought y'all was doing it because y'all are powered by women and, you know, y'all want to do it because that's what you want to do. Your body, your choice. Now it's white supremacy because women are choosing to do what they want to do with their bodies by getting their nose done because they're literally in the industry. They're in the industry. They're in the entertainment business. They're in Hollywood. That ain't got shit to do with us. Mind you, was even with Serena Williams, with Glorilla, men was like, yo, man, Glorilla fine. You know what I'm saying? She good. Ain't nothing wrong with Glorilla. It was women talking about, oh, she sound like a man. The reason why y'all making black women think pieces talking about we like Glorilla because she remind us of a man because we low-key down low. Y'all don't remember that conversation? Oh, okay. Serena Williams. Black men hyped and piped Serena Williams up for years. It was women and racist white people talking about she was this and that and manly wop the whoop the whoop. Every time, even when Jonathan Majors was popping, before him get chased down the street by that white woman, black women was the ones making jokes about his Afrocentric features. That was y'all. Like, y'all really gotta stop getting on here and blaming the white man for people's own choices.